YouTube. How are we doing? Welcome back to another video on TFN with your hosts, Caden and Jim. Jim, how are you doing there, brother?
Doing good, man. Excited to be doing yet another video.
Yes. Just another preview slash review of the games that happened this past week, looking into the weekend for the Betway and Premier League. Well, let's jump straight into it, Jimmy. We'll just talk about the fixtures that passed during the week for the Betway. Obviously, starting off with these two matches.
Yes, man. So these were catch-up matches. As you would have known, all the teams in the Premier Soccer League were sitting on 26 games. Only 4 games remaining for the remainder of the season for all of them, except for these 4 teams. So it was a catch-up fixtures yesterday. They both played 7:30, one in Bloemfontein, one in Polokwane, Seshego to be exact. I was watching the one in Seshego because it had implication on the top two. So for me, the true reflection of this game, Sundowns deserved to win. Obviously, as a Pirates fan, I would have wished that it ended up in the draw or maybe Sundowns losing it because I don't see Polokwane City winning away at Sundowns because they are playing two back-to-back matches. I think Sundowns has put in a request to play their match up front this coming weekend. So this is the only PSL fixture that is going to be playing a repeat of the Wednesday one. But now the advantage now is on Sundowns because they are playing at home. So only one goal in that match, and only one team that looked like scoring. Only one team that looked like they wanted to do some damage. Sundowns were wanted to break that thing of 2 consecutive draws in a row. So deservedly so, they managed to pull one, and that became the win. I think they scored in the second half. Yeah, man, and what a strike from Alende. Going to the Kaizer Chiefs one, this karate playing, rugby practicing Lam Tutus had lost yesterday because while they were practicing rugby and karate, Bloemfontein Celtics was doing their drills for
Ke
tomorrow's for
sewelele ha se
yesterday's
Bloemfontein
match.
Celtics.
Yes, man, we are accustomed to Bloemfontein Celtics, but anyways, Siwelele. So they lost yesterday. Two first half strikes. I think they were more or less counter attacking. Chiefs defense caught sleeping there. And yeah, man, I watched only the highlights of this match. So I think the better team won yesterday. They came prepared. I think Chiefs was motivated for the Sunday match. I wish Chiefs can be motivated for the Sundowns match that is also upcoming. Let's go to the league table, my guy.
Yeah, no. I think Chiefs, it's only cares about playing Sundowns and Pirates. They don't care about the other matches right now.
And yeah, no. They are already, if you're looking at the log, they have already secured third spot. I thought they would gun for the second spot, but given they are lost yesterday, I think it shatters those hopes and dreams of securing number second. But in any case, Sundowns is sitting comfortably there at number one after 26 matches. So we still have 4 matches to play. And if they win all 4 matches, they will have won the league title. And it doesn't matter if Orlando Pirates wins their all remaining matches. But yeah, man, we still have 4 matches to play, so we'll see what how that turns out. But Sundowns will have to play more matches because they are going to the CAF. So I think they've requested that this weekend they're gonna be playing their Polokwane match instead of sometime in May. They've pulled it through to this weekend so that they can just get it over and done
Yeah,
with,
there will
so they
be
can have some time.
a game ahead.
There will be a game ahead, yes. So if they win that match, they go to 64 points and they are going 5 clear of Orlando Pirates. It puts the pressure back to Orlando Pirates to do something. So
Yeah, no.
we'll see how it works out. Definitely looking forward to that match and the upcoming matches on next week. I think during the week, Orlando Pirates is also playing there, and we'll see. They're playing Stellenbosch, and Mamelodi Sundowns will be playing Kaizer Chiefs next week, Wednesday, I think.
Yeah, no. If for the crowd, if you want a more detailed breakdown on the race for the Betway Premiership, do check out the previous video that Jimmy did. A lot more detailed, our most viewed video so far. So please go and check that one for a more detailed run through of how the title race is going for the Betway Premiership. But yeah, we'll jump into the Prem and the features of the
Yes,
Premier
sir.
League coming up. That is, yes. So we have Leeds versus Burnley. I think Leeds, Burnley having already been relegated, and Leeds, I think, on 40 points right now, more secure. I do think they win this one. I'm not seeing much of a challenge for Leeds. I think Burnley at that point, they're not fighting for anything anymore. So I think any fixture against Burnley right now is a routine win. Let me just pulling up the fixtures here on my second monitor. All right. So the next fixture we have is Brentford versus West Ham. Same Brentford fighting for Europe, and then West Ham trying to stay up. I think this is a London derby. I don't see much in that game. I think it'll be a tight one. I think Brentford drawing a lot recently. West Ham on good form, so if I was a betting man, I would put it on West Ham just because of the fight that the West Ham is currently showing, where Brentford is a bit more draw focused, but good match nonetheless. We have Newcastle, Brighton. Newcastle in terrible form. Brighton, I think, currently sitting sixth position. If Aston Villa wins the Europa and Brighton is in sixth, then Brighton would be playing. I think there's a chance Brighton could still play Champions League if Aston Villa win Europa and qualify for Champions League 2, winning Europa. So a lot to fight for Brighton. Newcastle, terrible form. I think Newcastle wins. Not Newcastle, sorry. Brighton wins that one, just judging off for form. Newcastle, Sunderland, Wolves, Sunderland, same thing. Wolves already down. So I'm not seeing much fight from Wolves on this one. I think this would be an easy win for Sunderland. With Arsenal, then we have going to the battle for the title with Arsenal versus Fulham. Um, I think Arsenal not in the best scoring form, but defense wise, I don't see Fulham scoring past Arsenal's defense. I think the Arsenal's defense will be what wins them this match. I see a lot of 1-0s, 2-0s for Arsenal, and I think this is going to be one of those games.
Hmm.
Then we have Palace versus Bournemouth. Bit of a dead rubber game. Both teams not really fighting for much. Bournemouth in good form though, so I'd look at Bournemouth for that one. Then we have the big match of the weekend. Your team, Mr. Jim, Manchester United versus Liverpool. Uh, I think Liverpool coming off of some a resurgence, really, some good form they've picked up recently. Salah back in the goals. I know Ekitike is out in this one, but Isak is also back in the goals. Um, Back on form for Liverpool, and then we have Manchester United. Also, I think top three or third positions consolidate for them. I don't really see a challenge or anyone pipping them for third spot, but a fierce rivalry between these two teams. Not a derby, really, a rivalry. So I think this one is going to have a lot of fight in it. Um, what do you think about this match, Jimmy?
Yeah, man. I think Liverpool are on a resurgent, and
Mm,
United are also not bad in terms of their form lately. We just came up of a game against Brentford. Brentford is a good team, good quality Premier League team, and we have won that match. And we won against Chelsea. We've won against Man City. So we have pulled up some socks in terms of the games that we have played with the top half of the table. So I think coming into this match, we should be confident enough, especially that we are on at Old Trafford. So we
yeah,
should be confident enough to head Liverpool where it hurts. It's not like Liverpool have been great this season. So there are some weaknesses that we can pounce on, and I do believe my team will come up tops in this match, making sure that we just secure the Champions League. The only music that is playing in my head now is the Champions League song for next season. We need the money for Champions League. We need to qualify for the Champions League in order for us to also as well attract talent into our squad.
yeah,
Because at least when you're putting out a proposal for a player to come and join United, it would have been difficult in the past seasons because there was no Champions League prospects. But at least this time around, when you're speaking to players, at least you can say next year we are in the Champions League, so there's more game time. There's also that exposure because Manchester United it still has the biggest fan base in England and for the rest of the world. I think we are still the biggest club, and we should be dealing with these fake red devils. We are the original ones. Thank you.
yeah. No, I foresee a game with a lot of goals. I don't see a lot of defending in this match. I think it's going to be a high scoring game if I were to put my money on it. Yeah, United. I would favor United in that one as well. Then we're going to uh, a big match for Spurs, more especially Spurs with I think last game being their first win of 2026. They would look to make it two in a row. I don't know if they've done two in a row this season, but they are playing Aston Villa. Villa fighting for Champions League, so this is going to be a tough match for Spurs. If they can pull this one off, it could be a great boost for their hopes of staying alive. But it's a tricky one. I don't see Spurs. The way Villa is playing and the way Spurs play, I don't see Aston Villa losing this match rather than Spurs winning.
We'll
And
see,
then,
man. I saw some fighting spirit against Brighton. I saw a fighting spirit against the last one that they won now recently last past weekend. So yeah, man, there is some fighting spirit now. I think Dizebi being at the helm has certainly boosted some of the confidence with the Spurs players, with
yep,
which some of them lacked in the games that you would have seen that before they were even in the relegation spots. They lacked the confidence, but now going into this match, their last win should give them the boost to say they can still beat Aston Villa. They are a decent side. It's just if they want it more than Aston Villa, they can get it.
yeah, no, definitely. Then we have my team Chelsea playing against Nottingham Forest. Yeah, if I do not know what to expect from Chelsea in these matches recently. Forest fighting for survival. So if I was a betting man, because both teams have to something to play for. Chelsea playing for I think Chelsea sitting in eighth position right now, looking to bounce back and jump up the table, and Forest fighting for survival. It's all about who won. I think this game's going to be about who wants it more. If you look at Chelsea
Yeah,
and Nottingham Forest, I think this game will purely be about who wants it more. If Chelsea fights for it, they win because I think Chelsea has a better quality players. But if Nottingham Forest comes out and they're just fighting for every second ball, just putting it on Chelsea, pressing the, I just don't see Chelsea's plays the way they are right now. Fighting for it. But we'll see. It's not Rossini at the helm. It's McFarlane. So maybe McFarlane has something for us in this one. say I hope Chelsea wins this one. I really do because I do not want Chelsea to not play Champions League next season. So it really depends on if Chelsea players come up and fight for it. And
Forget
then
about Champions League, my guy. I don't think Chelsea will qualify for Champions League this season. No, you are too far apart, man. And the
yeah,
teams
I
that you're
also
fighting
I'm also
against,
feeling the teams we are fighting
yeah,
against are not losing.
are not losing currently.
Yeah,
Liverpool has picked up form. United
Villa
is
is
already
good.
far for you to catch. Villa as well is also far for you to catch.
Yeah,
The only catchable team is Liverpool. So for me,
yeah,
it's
and
a
then I think
far-fetched dream
we
that
have
you.
Brighton. Brighton is also above us right now, so
Yeah,
yeah, it's a
yeah,
tough
yeah.
one. And then obviously the last match is Man City versus Everton on Monday. Chelsea and City playing on Monday because of the FA Cup fixtures. Um, but City just fighting to continue putting the pressure on Arsenal. After they beat Arsenal, I think City it's all about continuing to put the pressure on Arsenal, continuing to win. Everton not a bad team. Everton is in good form as well, so um, not a bad team or a bad team for City to come up again at this stage. But just away from City's been playing with their players on form. I just don't see City losing a game again this season. I just think City is a machine running on red hot form. So I don't see anyone stopping them at this moment.
Yeah, man. Um,
Yeah,
continue putting pressure. I thought Arsenal's hopes are worst off since now City has catched up with them. And I saw that City still has a game in hand, but that shouldn't scare Arsenal. I think because when they win their game in hand, they are just equal on points. It's just a goal
yeah,
different thing. So Arsenal needs
it's
to
still
really start
possible.
scoring. Yeah,
Yeah,
Arsenal needs to. I think they need 3 goals or more for them to be above City, even if City wins their remaining games in hand. So
yeah,
it's
no,
not all lost for Arsenal. They just need to keep winning
just
and make
win.
sure that they increase their goal scoring. They should be fine. So
Yeah,
I think we'll see how it ends. Interesting times. But you have
yeah.
something planned out for us, my man. Relegation battle.
Yes, I wanted us to go more in depth on the run in for the relegation battle because we haven't touched on the relegation battle as much. So we have the remaining 4 fixtures for each team. How I'm thinking it, Jim. I'm so just talking to the graphic quickly. So we have Leeds uh, of the top. When I say on top, I mean above the other three. So we have Leeds with 40 points. I think of the 14, I think Leeds is the most secure. We have Forest next with 39 points. West Ham next with 36. And then Spurs in 18th position with 34 points. So I'm gonna go through the fixtures Jam, of each team. And just tell me where you think if you think they'll pick up points or they lose. Né? Starting with Leeds.
Okay, so I can't really see
I
that
know I'm
much
gonna I'm
there.
gonna I'm gonna tell you then I'll
Okay,
speak
I
through
can't
it.
really see. So who's sitting in the relegation currently? Tottenham, right?
Spurs, yes. Spurs is
And
the last
then
team in the
above them,
relegation.
just above relegation, it's West Ham.
West Ham with 36 points,
Yeah.
Nottingham Forest
Okay.
39, and then Leeds with 40. So
Let's
Leeds'
go.
remaining fixtures. They have Burnley at home. I think they
Mm-hmm.
beat Burnley. And then they have a big match against Spurs
Mm-hmm.
away. Uh, so I
Mm-hmm.
think that match is very important. So Leeds still has to play Spurs, Brighton, and West Ham. So they're
Mm-hmm.
playing two of the teams in the relegation battle. Do you
All
think
right.
Leeds is staying up?
Yeah, no, Leeds is staying up. Remember the proficiency or
The
the
odds, yeah.
relegation cap. It's 40 points. If you get 40 points in the Premier League, you are secured.
Yeah, usually you
And they are
stay up.
already sitting on 40 points. So in the last remaining four matches, Leeds is well capable of getting maybe 4 points, which takes them to 44 points. And I think they would have done enough because Spurs eventually they cannot catch them there at
Yeah,
44 points, even if they win all their matches. So I think Leeds tick box, they secured their Premier League status. They are fine.
yeah. Next we have Forest. I think Nottingham Forest has the most difficult run into the Final Four. So they have Chelsea
Mm-hmm.
next, then they play
Uh-huh.
Newcastle, Manchester
Mm-hmm.
United, and then they finished on Bournemouth. So four tough fixtures for Forest to end the season. But they
In the
are
Premier
sitting on
League.
39 points, just
Yes.
1 point to take them to 40 points. I also think if I were to say whether they were safe or not, I would also say even though they're playing, like I said, playing Chelsea, Newcastle, United, and Bournemouth, I think Nottingham Forest will be safe. I don't see them going down.
Yeah, for me, Nottingham Forest are capable of at least securing a draw from Newcastle and Bournemouth.
Yeah,
And even Chelsea or United, they might pull up a surprise here and there, depending which game they're playing away, which game they're playing at home.
both games away.
So, yeah, 2 points for me puts them on 41, and they should be safe. I think they should be safe because the next person that can catch them is West Ham, and even if West Ham catch them, it doesn't take them to the relegation spot. So yeah, man,
Yeah,
I think secured. I think Nottingham should be safe this season. If they can get one win, it's a bonus. But if they can secure two
two
draws,
draws,
then
then they're
yeah,
safe as
they
well.
they
Yeah, no,
should be safe.
definitely. Then West Ham next, just above Spurs. I think also tough run playing Brentford next. Then they have Arsenal, Newcastle, and they play Leeds in the final game of the season, sitting on 36 points. So they're 4 points away from safety.
Go
Yeah.
through the Spurs one so I can just conclude, my man.
Okay. So Spurs final on 34 points in the sitting in the last relegation spot. They have Aston
Hmm.
Villa next. Then they play Leeds. Then they play Chelsea, and then they play Everton. So
Yeah,
between
man.
those two,
Four tough opponents for Spurs. I think if I'm looking at Spurs and West Ham, yes, they have tough ones, but if you compare them to the Spurs one, I'm sure they would have loved to exchange those games. Because
yes,
Everton is not going to be an easy game for
for Spurs.
Spurs. So Spurs and West Ham, I think it's between them two. I think the ball is in West Ham's court.
I
They
agree. I
need to
agree.
win at least two of those four matches. At least they need to win two of those matches to take them to 40. Spurs, they don't have any choice. They have to win all four
I think Spurs
matches.
needs to reach at least all four of these games, if or
Yes.
minimum three and one
Three
draw.
at best,
At
minimum
minimum
three.
three.
True.
Yes,
Yeah, but they cannot afford to drop points. If
one
in
loss. I
those
think Spurs
formats,
is done.
one loss is done. Yeah, sure. So I think pound for
Who
pound,
you
they're going for it.
who you think going down? If you had to put money on it, who's going down between these two?
Uh, I would say Spurs is going to pull up a surprise for us.
You think
West Ham is going
you think
down.
so?
Yes, sir.
I don't know. I think I'm so a part of me because Chelsea has the chance to relegate Spurs. So if Chelsea can beat Spurs and that means they get relegated, I'll take it. But a part
Okay.
of me also wants Spurs to stay in the league because Spurs is a guaranteed 6 points for Chelsea. So if they stay in the league, it means next season we're starting with 6 points already. But I don't know. I just have a feeling if I look at form, West Ham on good form, I think Spurs are going down. I just think it's too late. I think they should have when in January, what's the coach? Thomas Frank was already in poor form. I think they should have hired De Zerbi in January already. And then I think they wouldn't
Yeah,
we don't have been speaking of Spurs at this point, but I think it's a little bit too late now. Um,
it might have. It might
because
have
like we said,
indeed.
just let's say this weekend they're playing Villa, they lose against Villa. Then they play
Mm.
Chelsea, they lose against Chelsea. That's two losses already. I just don't see I just don't see it for Spurs. But like you said, you never know. Maybe the
I see it,
players,
my guy. I see it. I see.
yeah.
I see. I see them pulling up a
pulling it
fight.
up.
I think, yeah, the teams that they will be naive if the teams go to spare and they think it's an easy win for them,
Yeah,
especially
no,
Villa and Chelsea.
yeah, no, it'll be tough. It'll be tough. But yeah, just concluding on this with just running through the table quickly. Like Jim said, we have Arsenal sitting on top with obviously a game in hand over City. City's, I think they're playing Crystal Palace not this weekend, the next weekend. Um, they're playing double next weekend, and that will be their game in hand. Then we have United, Liverpool, and Villa in the Champions League spots. Um, Brighton and Bournemouth, two great seasons from both teams, from Brighton and Bournemouth. Great season from them, fighting for Europa and a Conference League spot. But like I said, if Aston Villa wins Europa, then sixth place Brighton would get Champions League as well. My team Chelsea in eighth place. I don't want to speak on Chelsea too much. And obviously we spoke about the relegation. Spoke about the relegation zone and it's hotting up there. I think this weekend, of all the weekends in the Premier League, I think this weekend is going to tell us a lot on where the league is heading for the last three games. But yeah, I know. Just a quick video from us, just rounding up the fixtures coming up, rounding out the Betway fixtures and what we think is going to happen in the weeks coming.
Yeah, man. Don't forget to like and subscribe, share with your family, your friends, your chicken at home.
Yes,
Make
yes,
sure you
yes.
follow us on our socials. TFN on
On all
TikTok,
platforms.
TFN, yeah, YouTube, I mean YouTube and Facebook, Instagram. Although we haven't posted in Insta and Facebook, but it's getting there. But we have
Yes,
some
yes, yes.
content on TikTok that are solely based on TikTok, and we have content that is on TikTok and YouTube at the same time. So do follow us in those platforms. Don't forget to comment, share the video as well.
Yes, yes, like Jimmy said. Please comment, please share. Please have a look at our previous videos that we posted. We just posted a draft video. Our one of our I think our best video in terms of quality and editing. So please tell us what you think of the video. Give us ideas on what you think we should post next. Your feedback really does mean a lot. But thank you for watching. This has been Jimmy and Caden. Peace.